Thanks, Jacko. We're just watching the start of the A-grade match here, and it promises to be a pretty close affair. I mean, Yeelanna are the top dogs of the league, have been for a number of years, but they've got 5 of their better players out today playing with EP duties. But they're still, and they've got a couple other injuries, but they still won't be a pushover, and I expect this to be a fairly close game as Tumby are just entering into attack.
Almost had prior opportunity, did get it away. Matt Hartwig with the kick around the corner,
and that's a nice mark. You started your career with Tumby, I think senior career, probably going back as far as 1969.
Yep.
The year after Tumby.
After the 68 premiership.
68 premiership Tumby, their last success in Port Lincoln.
Yep.
Some struggle years there in the mid-70s.
Yeah, very
leading up to that last year in 1980.
Front, 25 out, and he shanks it. Does he? No, it's gone through.
You're a goal kicker, you were the full forward, and you had 36 goals. You backed that up in 80 with 33.
Sales and service scoreboard. It's Tumby Bay Blues 1 goal. Yeelanna yet to score. Straight out of the middle, the Blues there, mate. They got a free kick through the hard-working Mitch Laurie already. You can see he's going to have a big influence on this game. And he got the ball out down long, a quick kick out of the pack, and Monfries was there to mark. So the first one, real quick, mate.
Anyway, they had some good spearheads, did the opposition teams, and it would have been a bit disheartening to play in those games, and you know, stuff.
Grumtali died this
morning. It was a
morning.
very quick goal from Tumby Bay inside the first minute. By the time that ball went through the posts, it only just snuck in from Monfries, but they all count when they do sneak through. Tap down one by Tumby Bay. Mitch Laurie tries to run away with it after it bounces off the ground, goes nowhere. The umpire says, "I'll ball that up just outside the centre circle." Ball into the air now, and tap down is won by Nigel James for Tumby Bay. Handball away, James off the boot, touched, and it's going to be play on. Dribbles away, and now almost prior opportunity. No, Kieran Fair now gets the ball away. It's a bit of an old mongrel punt into the forward 50. United Yeelanna almost to the crumb first, but Tumby Bay there in the first spot. Can't handle Brody Higgins, and now the ball lying on the ground, waiting for someone, and now United Yeelanna get there. They soccer off the ground, trying to look for some options. Well smothered off the boot there, Tumby Bay through, it was Jack McDonald who came up with the smother. Now the umpire says, my ball, and he'll ball it up after Brody Higgins couldn't get the handball away, Beebs.
Okay, the umpire now tosses the ball up. Oh, Tumby Bay get the tap down. Goes to Yeelanna, gets a handball out there, right close to the boundary line, but that is going to, no, stays in amazingly enough. Tumby Bay now through James, gets the ball over quickly to Jacob Cave, gets the ball down here now. It's all United Yeelanna. Plenty of players in with the ball there. That's Aaron Watson, gets the ball up under half forward. It's Tumby Bay 3-on-1 here, but the player in Cave couldn't take the mark for Tumby Bay. No, sorry, that was Jake. Yeah, it was Cave. He couldn't take the mark, and the ball rolls out of bounds. So now we'll have the ruckman go out. Looks like is Nigel James again taking up. Guy gets the tap down. Snared by number 19 there, Braden Martin for Yeelanna. They get the ball, a good handball through back to Martin. Martin gets the ball looking and finding. That's a beautiful pass. That is a perfect kick. And it hit, that's, of course, Daniel Havelberg. Hit him on the chest. He's looking around for a pass. He doesn't think he's making the distance, but he's going short, looking out wide. Can't get the ball. Yeelanna, Tumby Bay picked up beautifully. Comes around now on his...
So we're here today watching Yeelanna battle with Tumby, and Tumby have got one early goal. Yeelanna have just gone forward and had an opportunity to kick one themselves, but Daniel Havelberg, their spearhead, he's hadn't been able to find the goal. So
that's Gerber. Gerber now gets a fall. Umpire says there's a free kick here, and it's going to Tumby Bay without the footy. He now takes his time. Can't see his number from here. Goes into the centre square. Up they go. Oh, big mark there. A big attempt there from Harry Degner. He can't mark it. Yeelanna quickly get the handball out. And now that was, I'm not sure, number 11. Not sure, he's not even on the list. Out there we go now.
That's Toby Lynch.
Toby Lynch down to Gerber. Gerber now gets it, plays on. Looking for, I'm sure he'll be looking for Havelberg again. Out of position. Tumby Bay comes through strongly. Yeelanna, again, good soccer off the ground by Tumby Bay, getting the ball forward. Yeelanna, it's in front. A good handball there. That was Adam Manane. He gets the ball out wide. Yeelanna can't take the mark. Tumby Bay, first of the ball, gets it onto his left foot, looking for the player there. He can't take it, Hartwig. He gets back on, he recovers and gets back on into the centre half forward, but Yeelanna first there. A scrubby old kick out of defence. The Tumby Bay player, he's tackled hard. Oh, the umpire blew it. Says holding the ball. It'll be free kick to Yeelanna.
Yeah, absolutely. He had the opportunity and he leant into the tackle and he lost the ball because he couldn't dispose of it. Kick forward, almost inside forward 50. Finds open pasture. First man to the ball is Bryce Breed. In fact, he'll get sacked. Pushed off the ball, soccers it, and now Tumby Bay all back there, and they will be able to clear. Handball away, back to the right half-back flank, and now looking to come back to the centre and almost running into trouble, but it's called play on, and now they'll get the handball away, and Tumby Bay look to centre. Good mark taken just outside the centre square there by Harry Degner. He's going to go long, trying to find someone with a low kick inside of the forward 50. Can't find anybody on the full. Monfrey's onto it on the half volley. Sends it out to the forward half forward flank on the left side. Handball taken away. Brody Higgins taken without it, and the umpire will call holding the man without the ball. And Brody Higgins looks as though he's probably going to line up. He's currently just outside 50. He'll be kicking from close to 50 if he does decide to take a shot. He's probably looking for a couple of leads. There was one provided there. Couldn't quite find the man, and I think it was Nankerville.
I think he's coming from about 45, mate, by the time he runs in.
He's going to unload and from 45. It's nice and low and spoiled from behind there by Yeelanna. They do well, and now coming away with it for Yeelanna is Matt Dyer, finding the man on that right half-back spot in Jack Cretendon. Cretendon slows the game down a little bit because it's been fairly heavy paced so far. And now he just decides to load up, going to that right wing, and Tumby Bay all in front of it. Thought the umpire could have called play on, but no, he'll pay the mark instead. Dummies, and then decides to bomb back into the forward 50 to a contest. Beats everybody over the back. Can't handle there, Tumby Bay, and almost could have been pinned for holding the man.
Well played.
Nicely taken by Yeelanna, and they bomb away to this centre left wing. And hands on, is it? No, it's play on, and the mark is paid there to Liam Gerber. Gerber's looking for an option. He finds a lead, and that's a nice little mark taken there just in front of the pressure from Tumby Bay. Looking for a support option now. Nothing really coming there for Luke Howie, and now he bombs away into the left forward pocket. No holding the man. The runner was asking for it, but now the ball goes to ground, and the umpire says mine, and he'll ball it up and trying to see that line. I'm guessing we're about 40 metres away from that northern goal.
Just about on the 50, I think, mate, it is.
Just about on 50. Umpire balls up. Tap down one nicely by Daniel Havelberg towards that boundary line. And now it's carried across the line. And the umpire says, throw it in. We've had about 7.5 minutes of play here at Tumby Bay and on the Curtis of Sales and Service scoreboard as Tumby Bay 1 goal straight. Yeelanna yet to score, Beebs.
Yes, and the ball thrown in. It's stacks on the mill here. Umpire's seen a high tackle. So it'll be a free kick to Yeelanna. And it's going to, that looks like Aaron Watson. He's going to be kicking from at least 40, maybe 40 out.
We're just watching a game here, and I believe it's Aaron Watson who's lining up for a goal. He scores Tumby 1 goal. Yeelanna gets a score. See how he goes with the kick. He's going to kick into the breeze here, and it might be a free paid here to Tumby Bay, which is good.
Tumby are ever going to have a chance of beating Yeelanna this year. It'll have to be today with the amount of players they've got out. So
best opportunity they haven't registered a win against the Eagles since round 3, 2014. So it just shows the dominance of Yeelanna.
Yeah,
won their last 25 encounters.
Number 22, that's Gerber, Gayton Gerber. He's a lump of a lad, this boy. Looking forward, goes short. Lead on. No, can't take the mark. The ball goes over the back. Yeelanna's there, though. Gets the ball onto his boot. No one in particular. It looks like Charlie Richardson there. Gets onto his left. Gets a short one across.
Jacob Cave.
There, it's a long way away.
I think it's Jacob Cave in 35.
Okay, Jacob Cave now.
Two-time premiership player. He's played in excess of 250 games.
He couldn't take the mark. Yeelanna pick up the ball. Oh, he hasn't got the ball, umpire. And that's what umpire Michael Blewett says as well. It says, but what you got to do, son, is you got to go over your mark. So he will take the ball back now. And it's a pretty crowded forward line in there for United Yeelanna, Keith. And it's going to be hard to find someone here. And this is, of course, kicking the ball now. It's Toby Lynch. Lynch now looking forward, taking his time. Umpire calls play on. He goes out wide into the pocket. No one can take the mark. It lands clear. Tumby Bay first of the ball. Picks the ball up. Handball's out. Gets the ball. It gets tackled, but it's out of bounds in the right forward pocket for the
young Noodles, of course, on the bloody.
Yeah, Greg Hughes.
Sadly.
He played in those 81, 82 grand finals. You remember Noodle shoes on the wing with the flashy boots and little short.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
Used to do a bit
Very,
of
very good player.
For Ramblers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg Hughes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's a great mark taken, just picking the ball off. It dropped at a rate of knots, but Yeelanna getting there first. Beautifully done. And lining up for his first shot of the afternoon is Luke Howie. And he's bang in front. He's only about 15 metres out. And if he misses this, then it will be the ultimate commentator's curse. And he has...
Yeelanna get their first goal. And she's all tied up at goal edge.
And we've got the wind.
We have the breeze. Yeah, 40 years, that's gone quick, hasn't it?
It has. Yep.
You don't look a day older, Tom.
And United Yeelanna, 1 goal, 6 apiece.
And it could be a contender of the goal of the day there. And that's another EP Surf goal of the day contender. And make your goal to look great with EP Surf.
Yeah, it was certainly a nice little hook across the body. The banana kick, would I like to say that one? Give me the correct terminology there before I turn into a...
It was a mongrel punt, actually. It was a great mark. It was a great mark.
It was dipping very, very quickly there and did well, Luke Howie, to grab that out of the air. 11 minutes gone here in the first term at Tumby Bay in this Great Flinders Football League match. Tumby Bay versus United Yeelanna. Eagles win the tap down, socket off the ground on the half volley. It's a hell of a socker. Goes about 45 metres. Can't get the kick away on the left boot. And now Tumby Bay with it through Reese Gary. Gary gets it around the body.
Good mark.
And nicely taken there by Liam Gerber, just in front of our commentary position. He looks to the centre, goes into the centre square, and that was a good lead provided by Matt McLaughlin. He's in the centre circle looking for some options, not too many providing them, and he decides to go short, finding Adam Murnane. Murnane looks up, doesn't see an awful lot to like, so he's going to load up onto the right boot. In fact, he goes fairly short, and he just can't quite get there on the half volley for United Yeelanna, and it comes on the half volley and taken across the boundary line by Bryce Breed.
Yeah, look, not much of a kick there. Just all it's done is put it in this dead pocket. Tumby Bay will be pretty happy with that.
Tap down one by Tumby Bay. United Yeelanna first to the crumb. They can't control, and then Tumby Bay pick up the crumb again. Thought the ball was out. Boundary umpire called play on. Ball can't be marked in front of us by Tom Kelly. He gets the handball away. Matt Hartwig onto his right boot. A little bit of holding there. Umpire calls play on. Handball away randomly by Yeelanna, and now Yeelanna first to the crumb. Ball is disposed of. In fact, it was jolted free, so you can't really say it was an incorrect disposal. Looking for an option is Matt Dyer. He decides to go out to centre right wing, and now United Yeelanna have an opportunity to settle down. No mark taken, but Matt McLaughlin will send it to the centre wing, and Tumby Bay there first. And does he pay the mark? Yes, he does, the umpire. Thought it might have been chopping the arm in any case. Tumby Bay deciding to play on quickly. Bombing away to centre half forward almost, and now Tumby Bay almost to the first crumb. In fact, they will get there. Punched off the ground. Now, man to the ball first. I thought that was an incorrect disposal. Umpire calls play on. Could have been a throw.
Well,
and now that ball looks like it's gone out on the full. In fact, no, the boundary... in fact... We're just waiting to see exactly what the boundary umpire does, and now we're getting the free kick for Tumby Bay. So it has gone out on the full. Charlie Richardson with the ball for Tumby Bay. He's wearing the helmet, as you like to call it. I prefer headgear, but we'll split the difference on that one. Kick into the half-forward flank, and that... In fact, centre half forward, I should say, and that's easily taken. Now they come away to this left wing. Braden Martin in the back pocket and decides to send the ball down, not really looking for anybody, and they sort of take their time getting there. United Yeelanna. Handball over the top, and he's almost going to be run down. Is he? No. Takes one bounce, does the number 2 in front of us for United Yeelanna, and I'm just not finding that one.
Isaiah Wilsh,
as a matter of fact. Yes, you did point that out, Beeves. I do apologise. Tumby Bay back with the ball now, and Jack McDonald, and it looks as though we've got a 50 being paid, do we, Beeves?
It looks like that way. Not sure what it was for, but no, it's only 25. I think
25.
25.
So we'll call the 25-metre penalty to Beeves.
Yes, exactly right, mate. So Tumby Bay now go down to the half-forward flank. They fly up Yeelanna to the spoiling. The ball comes to the ground. Oh, that was a high hit there. Now, that was Degner. Degner gets on his boot, but that was Gerber there, gets the pass out. And that's a good mark there, taken by number 10, which is Liam Gerber. Gerber now. There's a Yeelanna player down over the boundary line, not looking, he's looking a bit worse for wear as well. Who's that, Keith?
That'd be Jack Crittenden.
Yeah, he's not looking that good. Oh, there's a holding. The umpire calls play on. Tumby Bay first of the ball. But Gerber, the number 2 Gerber, gets the ball out for United Yeelanna. Now, Tumby Bay, strong tackle there. Stacks on the mill. Oh, the umpire's called holding the ball. He dove on it, said the umpire. A bit tough. I think it was a bit harsh there, but now that's Gerber in the Gayton type. You know, it's plays on now. Yeelanna finally trying to find a way out. Gets onto his left foot. Lovely pass. Beautiful pass there taken by Watson. Watson gets the ball. That's Aaron type. Xavier doesn't play for him anymore. Oh, Yeelanna in the box seat here. Oh, but he's missed.
Hit the post.
You can see a shot on goal there.
Hit the post.
The post. But it gives Yeelanna the lead. 1-1 to a goal, and Tumby probably haven't made good enough use of this reasonably stiff breeze, although it's going to be a tricky one, even kicking with it.
Yeah. You need to score when you got it. Good kick out.
Almost to the centre square. In fact, it's just on the right edge of it from our commentary position.
Braden Calderwood working hard for the ball, gives to Mitch Laurie. Mitch Laurie's probably been Tumby's best player this year, and he's just a ball magnet. And he's a good hard in and under player. I think there's a slight nudge there, but Jagger Cross takes the mark anyway. Beautiful kick to Mitch Laurie again, who sees the handball off to the young exciting Oz Richardson. Streaks through the middle of the ground.
Got some pace, that lad, hasn't he?
There's nobody home for Tumby though. They're going to have to work hard for it here.
Yeah. Tumby definitely missed Joey Walker since he got on his ACL in the second game,
One of
hasn't
the
he?
last three best and fairest, isn't he?
Into the centre square, and the bounce eludes everyone. It's the bounce from hell rather than a room service bounce. United Yeelanna first to the ball. Mitch Laurie going in there, and now the umpire's called probably diving in, and now we got play on. United Yeelanna coming forward. They can't take the mark. Ball beats everybody. Down in the contest there looked to be Bryce Breed, and now he can't get the ball away, and the umpire calls mine, and he'll ball it up around about 45 metres away from that Northern United Yeelanna goal, which is what they're running to at the council offices end of Tumby Bay Oval. Ball misses everyone, hits the ground. United Yeelanna pick up the crumb, looking for an option. Handball there from Manane. They can't get it away. No incorrect disposal because no prior opportunity. Bombed away by Liam Gerber. Doesn't
Oh, that was a collision.
High contact there. No call from the umpire.
You're going to get a kick here, Steve.
Close to the action here, and it's good old hard country style football, isn't it? He's been awarded the free kick. I think this is his third shot on goal, so he's been very prominent. Aaron Watson, good player. His brother Xavier Watson not playing with the Eagles this year. He's going to waybacks.
Good kick.
Tell you what, that might even get... Oh, not
good.
quite. That's
Good
a
mark.
Matthew Hartwood, he's an absolute star, this guy.
It's a good kick there.
Tumby very lucky to have him. He's one of the shining lights. He's playing in an injury cloud at the moment, but it doesn't seem to stop him.
Good ball user.
Passes off to Gary in the back pocket. There he goes back across goal to Cross. So
Yeah.
Joe Cross. Jagger.
Nice kick.
Good mark there to young Tom Allen, who's got a bright future.
He looks well balanced, that lad.
At the back, it's Yeelanna. Beautiful handball. Another good handball. There's a string of handballs there. And that was Aaron.
Havelberg's got his name written all over it. In fact, it's not Havelberg.
Looked a bit like him with a hairdo, didn't it?
Same hairdo.
He's a Kidney, and I forget his first name, but he's going to have a shot for goal. Jamie Kidney.
Kidney going to have a shot for goal.
We're sitting right where the grandstand used to be, Higo.
We are.
Back in the day, I think that was
We are.
dismantled in the late 90s.
Oh,
Shocking kick.
he's been watching the AFL, that bloke.
But yeah, the grandstands used to. The grandstand used to be the change rooms as well, so you'd have many memories of those days. Higo and Tom. Yes. That would have a
I do.
players'
Long
race.
neck days.
Long neck days. You'd run out, you'd have the old supporters, they'd be smoking their pipes and on the terrace there as you ran out through the players' race.
Well played. Gets it on his left foot, looking into the middle of the ground, and he finds Oz Richardson. He now goes looking at centre half forwards over the top. Number 22 there. Oh, he can't take possession. Tumby Bay centre front, overtaken by Yeelanna, and that's a good tackle. But the umpire says he didn't have any prior opportunity, so it's a ball up right on the goal square for the Tumby Bay side.
Ball up. Tap down one by nobody. It doesn't go anywhere. It's tapped there, playing a bit of pinball, as a matter of fact. Now United Yeelanna with the football. Adam Manane looks to try and get the kick away, and now he does, and it's into a man on the mark, I thought, but it's play on. Now Tumby Bay getting their first good commitment onto the ball, and bombing back in is Mitch Laurie, looking for someone. No one's there, and the ball bounces away from everybody over the boundary line into that left forward pocket, and the umpire will... It's last touch. There you go. It is last touch.
Told us.
You've done well, Beebs. And now United Yeelanna. I'm not going to say that too often because you've already got an apology out of me today. Goes to that right half-back flank. Spoil from behind nicely. Charlie Richardson got there first. That looks like Oz Richardson cleaning up. And he sends it straight into the contest. Great spoil from behind there by United Yeelanna. And Matt Hartwig can't chase that ball down for Tumby. And the boundary umpire will throw it in that left full forward pocket. And... bit of a cricket throw in, as a matter of fact, but anything will do. Tom Kelly won the tap down, and now United Yeelanna trying to bring it away. Tumby Bay get into the contest, not giving them any peace, and now ball goes to ground, and the umpire says no prior opportunity, so I'll ball it up. We're into time on at the end of this first quarter. In fact, we played 20 and a half minutes on the Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard. United Yeelanna 1-2-8, leading Tumby 1 straight 6. Ball beats everybody, and now it's bombed back in. Bit of a mongrel punt there, and taken easily at the back there by Adam Manane. He looks to the centre, doesn't see many options, looks to his left, sees even less, looks to his right, sees even less again, so he decides to come left and takes a little bit of a gamble, and that is an ugly opportunity. Fortunately, he managed to get the ball over the top. Thomas Allen was just waiting, and that almost prior opportunity, but handball was disposed of properly. Ball can't be handled properly by Isaiah Wilkes, and now we've got high contact. Free kick being paid to Thomas Allen for Tumby Bay. He's going to look for an option, gets onto the right boot, decides to send it low, straight to United Yeelanna player. I don't know what he was trying to play out there, probably a mishit, and now Yeelanna will line up and bombs away straight back to where we were before, and taken on the mark by Jagger Cross for Tumby, so I wonder whether he's going to do the same. He could go to his left. In fact, he's almost going to play on there. I thought the umpire could have called play on, and now he will play on, and he'll send it low again, and that's a nice spoil from behind, using the body there. United Yeelanna, nice kick across Matt Hartwig, and it is touched on the line. 1 point. I waited, the goal umpire.
Great crowd pleaser.
He did keep us in suspense on the Curtis's Tumby Bay, Cummins and Woodner scoreboard. United Yeelanna 1-2-8, leading Tumby Bay 1-1-7.
Okay, it's out on the outer side wing now. Yeelanna trying to get the ball out of defence. Plays on with a handball to Matt Dyer. He fishes out another handball. The United player runs on, but he's tackled and wrapped up, and the umpire says no prior opportunity. We'll have a ball up. Tumby Bay really taking it up to Yeelanna, as we thought they would in this game, mate. We said that with the players that Yeelanna have got out. The other one I was thinking of was Jackson Norton on in this game as well. He's a great player for Yeelanna. So they have the opportunity here now to keep going. Up they go. The Rucks go at it. The ball's tapped out of bounds. Right there on the centre wing by the Trezise electrical sign over there, so the umpire throws it, doesn't waste time. Ball goes over the back, tapped on by Yeelanna. The ball's loose now. Tumby Bay pick it up. That looks like it was well played. Very well played by, that was Harry Degner, but he misses, and he puts the scores level now on the Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard. Blues 1-2-8. United Yeelanna 1-2-8, so it'll be now number 11 there, which is Toby Lynch. He'll bring the ball in for United Yeelanna. This is it. We must be nearly through this quarter. Wouldn't be much time on.
Looking at 23 minutes.
Because there's only been 2 goals scored, so you wouldn't think there's much time on. He brings the ball to this wing in front, near the front box. Up they go. Nobody can take the mark. Goes over the back, heading to the back. He soccers off the ground. That's good, but that'll be a free kick to Tumby Bay because it's last touch. A kick is definitely not there, and now it's number 27, Kieran Fair. Kicks straight into the man on the mark. Not a good effort there. Matt Dyer can't pick up the ball. There goes Mitch Laurie. He picks up the ball, but that's the siren here at Tumby Bay for the first quarter of the game between United Yeelanna and Tumby Bay. And on the Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard, it's Tumby Bay 1-2, and with exactly the same score, Yeelanna 1-2-8. So we've got
start of the second quarter here. Tumby versus Yeelanna, 1-2 apiece. Ruckman do battle, and it going to be locked up in there again, I think.
Thought there could have been a bit of high contact paid there, but now United Yeelanna first to the ball on the ground, and the umpire says no prior opportunity, and he'll ball it up almost exact from the exact same spot that he started the quarter. Tap down there, won by Tumby Bay comfortably. Jack McDonald kicked around off the body, and the umpire says no, it was touched off the boot, so he'll say my ball because no prior opportunity for Jag across to get that away.
Not 15 metres, I think was a call.
No, it wasn't 15.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was on the border of 15, so I thought no, I'll go with touched off the boot, but apparently didn't make the distance, and now we're going to go for, I think this is our third ball up inside 45 seconds to begin this second quarter, so we'll see who can actually get the ball out of there. Tap down one by Tumby Bay, it's clear, and now United Yeelanna first to the contest with Manane, and yet again he's taken with the ball, no prior opportunity, but the ball is edging ever closer to that northern end, so we'll see exactly what can happen there with the goal scorers. Tumby Bay, good punch out there, and United Yeelanna, I wouldn't say soccer volley, but taken on the mark by Oz Richardson, who gets one around the body, and now United Yeelanna back with it, cleaning up the crumb. Can't quite get the correct disposal away because it's tackled there by Tumby Bay. Stacks on the mill, ball punched out. Yeelanna finally getting the ball. Desperate handball away. Tumby Bay is everywhere. They are absolutely on top.
Oh, too high, huh? Bluey.
Steve Higgins there, nearly top on one high, but not rewarded.
And the umpire says there's going to be a free kick for what looked to be high contact, and now he'll play on.
Ricey Breed, wheels onto that right leg. Been a good player for Yeelanna over a lot of years. It's intercepted by Jack McDonald, and he puts Tumby back into attack.
And he'll load up back into the centre square. In fact, it goes over the centre square.
Tom Kelly brings the ball to ground, and there's another stalemate on the ball up.
And the umpire will ball it up once again just outside that centre square.
Okay, the umpire was a good fly there by Matt Diver. He couldn't quite make it. The Yeelanna gets the ball off the boot, soccers it forward. All he wanted to do was knock it his way, but Tumby Bay, straight through. Love that football from the Tumby Bay player there. Couldn't quite see who it was, but he did it well. It's in the half-forward line now for Tumby Bay, but Yeelanna first on the ball. He's tackled, and they're...
Diminutive
He did
Rover.
well. He did well there.
He did.
He had 3 attempts there and stopped them getting it away.
Yep, Brody.
Yeah, Brody.
Good player, Brody. The nephew of Steve Higgins.
Yeelanna on his left foot.
And it's going to be Jack McDonald again to short-circuit the Yeelanna attack. So Tumby have started well here into the breeze, so maybe that wind is not as a big advantage as what we think.
Tumby Bay spoils it to the front of the ground. Gets a quick kick out there. Looks out there now by number 14 in Bryce Breed. He couldn't take control. Good solid hip and shoulder by the Tumby Bay player. In they go.
I reckon they got fired up at quarter time there.
You're going to earn your kicks out there now, Keith. Everyone's saying this. We're not going to give this game away either side. So who will crack first will be the question. Up they go. Good push out.
It was ruckwork and Tom Kelly, and it's going to be in danger. So the umpire saw it differently to what I did.
Braden Martin again. He's been playing a great game. He'd be nearly BOG for me, this guy. He's played a great game. Gets on that left foot. Out wide, out to centre wing. Looking for Isaac Wilsh, and he takes the mark. A good mark. Well done, young Isaac Wilsh. Again, I think he's another left footer. He is. Gets on his left foot. Sends us the half forward line. Looking for Havelberg. Oh, he can't take the mark. It was good effort. Knocks the ball out to his teammate. Stacks on the middle. Tumby Bay can't take it. They're all scragging with the ball. Yeelanna finally get the handball out. Gets onto his left foot. Kicks it up forward line.
Scotty Evans, reliable backman.
And he takes the mark now on the fullback line for Tumby Bay.
Option going to the left-hand side, but in fact he'll start running it that way. Now he'll get onto the boot. Is he going to beat the man in front? No, he can't. That's a great mark taken there by the number 13 in Matt McLaughlin, who's going to line up, and he's going to go short and great.
Ooh, picked off very well.
Mitch Laurie.
Picking the ball off. Now he's going to look for an option. He's got a lead here in Harry Degner, but he decides to go wider to the wing, and Degner will take the mark anyway. Good effort there. Got there in front of the contest. Really did well before Toby Lynch could get there. Bombs away to this left wing. I thought it could have been pushed in the back. Umpire calls play on, and now it stacks on the middle. No one's going to let that ball out. In fact, Tumby Bay almost got away with it, and Tom Kelly can't get the disposal away, so the umpire will call ball up just in front of our commentary position here at Tumby Bay Oval. Ball goes into the air. Tap down one by Tumby Bay. Did well, Tom Kelly. Ball away, and now Tumby Bay trying to get the handball away. Can't do so. It's not a clean ball. Kick off the side, and that's going to be taken nicely there by Jacob Cave. He almost overran it. He's got a lead into the centre, and that's exactly where he goes. And if he decides to go one wider, they got a bit of room here, but instead they're going to line up and go down the middle with Braden Calderwood. Calderwood goes to a contest. Spoil from behind there, United Yeelanna. Wilkes does well to get onto the ball for United Yeelanna. Can't handle the handball, and now it's Oz Richardson handing off to Jagger Cross. Gets onto his left boot, and the lead runner can't get there. Takes it on the half volley. Does well, beautifully well, Austin Monfries onto the right boot. Looking for the contest in front. Bit of holding either way there, and could have been taken. Incorrect disposal. Umpire calls play on, and there's going to be stacks everywhere. And now right in front, Austin Monfries picks it up. No one in front of him whatsoever. Just drills a mongrel punt low and hard, and he was only about 10 metres out, so if he missed it, he was going to get hauled over the coals. Didn't miss whatsoever. And now on the Curtis's Tumby Bay, Cummins and Woodness scoreboard, thanks to Curtis's sales and service, it is Tumby Bay now 2 goals to 14,
but
leading
unfortunately,
United
due to the fact that he's been working away in the mining industry, we haven't seen a lot of him this year, but when he does play, he's a quality player.
He'd have to be. He's wearing number 7.
I think he's had a change in employment. He's wearing, Steve Higgins just said he's got to be a good player because he's wearing number 7, which is Higgo's old number, of course.
Our boys have lifted. That's a good goal into the wind.
Yeah.
But Aussie Monfries, I think we've got him for the rest of the year, so
that's good.
We may not make the finals, but it's going to be good to watch.
A good tap down by the Tumby Bay to Mitch Laurie. Mitch Laurie, he's tackled. Gets the ball. Umpire lets him go. Yeah, no, he's caught him holding the ball. Had too long there.
Yeelanna got the free out of the centre.
Definite prior opportunity and incorrect disposal. So it's a free kick now here to Yeelanna, and that's going to Aaron Watson. He goes out wide looking.
Umpire's being a bit fastidious here. He's making sure that Aaron goes back over his mark, and he's got far out wide.
Looking for Ben Carr. Good chase by Harry Degner, but he gets the ball away. And
but once again, Scotty Evans
Couple of good,
a fine game.
Couple of good intercept marks by him.
I think it is. Goes out looking centering right in front of our commentaries. Kelly goes up. Kelly takes a good mark. Well done, Tom Kelly. A good mark there. Tumby Bay playing well. Now this is Jager Cross. Gets the ball onto his boot. Out there looking for young Higgins. Higgins can't hit. Dives on top of it. Gets the ball taken out there by Yeelanna. He dives on it, Tumby Bay. Umpires, he's dived on the ball. Oh, very lucky boy. He dove on that as far as I'm concerned. That maybe should have been holding the ball. But umpire Brett Shannon says, no, I'll throw it up.
Could have also got one for high contact, straight across the shoulder.
Kelly now against Glover. The ball socket off the ground. Umpire's called kicking in danger. So here's a kick now for Aaron Watson. He's getting plenty of the footy as well. So Watson now not sure where to go. It looks like he's gone short, and he has found here Bryce Breed. Breed now looking down the ground. Not much movement up there. The umpire calls play on. Touch. Cave can't quite take it. And then 27, Kieran Fair just puts it on the boot. Dyer drops the ball but knocks it up. Recovers. Well done. Puts the ball quickly. It's a mongrel kick. And all on his own there is number 24, which is
Braden Calderwood.
Braden Calderwood. Well done, Braden. A good mark there, all on his own. Good mark taken there by number 19, which is
Oz Richardson.
Oz Richardson now goes long, looking for Kelly. Uses his body. Can't take. He's called push. No, he's called a push.
Yeah, he's called a push, and the free kick's going to United Yeelanna.
Yep.
Tumby Bay trying to play on.
Yeah, when it wasn't even their free kick. Now it looks like Zach Glover. He's got the ball. I've got a few left footers in this side, Yeelanna. There's another one. And that's a lovely pass down low. And that is their Braden Martin. Gets the ball out quickly out wide. Looking for and finding his Yeelanna teammate right on centre wing here at the Tumby Bay Oval. He plays on quickly, goes to true centre half forward spot. It's all Tumby Bay, and that was Kieran Fair. He goes, sends it back whence it came. The Tumby Bay player in front, a good mark. He plays on quickly, looks like Monfries again. He's having a good quarter, gets a good handball out. Player there now, I think that's Brody. No, it's not Brody. He's not sure who that is across the other side. Up they go. The ball comes down. Who's first to it? It was Yeelanna. He gets one high. Umpire says play on. The ball comes out to Tumby Bay. A mongrel punt kick forward. Oh, well attacked. The Tumby Bay fullback. Can't take it cleanly though, but gets the ball out. Tumby Bay really struggling, trying to get this another goal aboard. Higgins gets the ball across. Oh, the Tumby Bay player tried to break through the tackle, couldn't get there. It was a mountain full of Yeelanna players. That ball now on the ground. That's right in the goal square there for the Tumby Bay side, and they lead on the Curtis of Sales scoreboard 2-12-14 to Yeelanna 1-2-8.
Umpire balls it up, taking no time. Tap down one by Tumby Bay. They go forward. United Yeelanna trying to get the clearing kick, doesn't go anywhere. Tackled as he attempted to clear, and sort of just all stacks on the mill, trying to get the ball out. A little bit of pinball, you might even say, if you want to go back to 70s arcade. I'm guessing that's where you would have spent a bit of your youth, Beebs. And now
way too much.
Umpire balls it up, tap down one comfortably. Couldn't quite tell because there are a couple of hands there, and that's a good mark taken by Mitch Laurie. And he's going to slow it down, and he's going to take a shot because he did mark it only about 40 metres out. He's going to be kicking into the breeze. It's going to take it from right to left, so he's going to have to hang it out, probably beyond the right hand behind post. If he thinks he can actually make the distance, he's probably going to have to start it out there. And as I say that, the wind drops completely. So
he's really lifted Mitch Laurie this quarter.
He moves in, gets onto the right boot. I tell you what, distance isn't going to be a problem. In fact, it is. It comes right across, and the ball shoots through, and we got kicking in danger. Surely there.
No, it's a rush behind.
And it's a rush behind, and Tumby Bay now move along to 2-3-15, leading United Yeelanna 1-2-8 on the Curtis' scoreboard, thanks to Curtis' sales and service. Tumby Bay, Cummins and Woodner. United Yeelanna running it out from the goal square, finding Wilkes on that left half-back flank, I should say, left half-back wing pocket, you could almost say. I think I'm getting my terminology wrong.
Definitely the half-back flank. You had it right first.
All right, I'll stick with the half-back flank. And now United Yeelanna just slowing it down a little bit because Tumby Bay seeming to get the pace happening here, and that really seems to be unsettling United Yeelanna, not allowing the Eagles to get any sort of rhythm, and that probably explains why they've got a 7-point lead on the Curtis' scoreboard. Bombing away to that left centre wing position, surely held out of it. No call from the umpire. We're playing on here. Ball held aloft, so therefore could have almost had prior opportunity. Jacob Cave gets the handball away. There's a little bit of stacks on the mill. Yeelanna can't get the ball out. Now the umpire comes around and says, I'll ball it up just outside that centre square.
Jack McDonald playing a great game at centre half back for the Tumby Bay side. He is absolutely impassable at the moment for the Yeelanna side. The ball goes up. Yeelanna take the ball out there, and Gerber. The ball comes down now. Good strong tackle. The Tumby Bay player, ball to the ground. Oh, he's gone. Is he called?
He's called a sling.
That's the softest sling tackle I've ever seen in my life. The ball comes out now. That was Cave, handballed out. Tumby Bay in trouble here now. The pressure, Yeelanna got the pressure on. Dives on it. Umpire says, I'll have it. No prior opportunity, so he'll ball it up now. Yeelanna desperately trying to get down into their forward line to try and get another goal on the board. Comes out wide. Tumby first of the ball. Good handball dished out there. Ball now Tumby Bay. Out wide in centre wing. Looking for... Well done there for number 19 in Oz Richardson. He gets the ball, but it's a terrible kick, and he kicks it straight to Zach Glover. Zach Glover now goes with a floating handball across to Bryce Breed. He's under pressure, gets the handball out. Well done to the Tumby Bay player, and that was Kelly. They're still in at Tumby Bay here. The ball comes out. Yes, picked up by Higgins. Gets a horrible little kick on his left foot. Yeelanna first to the ball, Glover. Glover gets it out quickly to, I'm not sure who that was there, but now Yeelanna clear the ball to centre wing. It's 1-on-2 here. A good ball brought down by Yeelanna player in Gerber. Now it's Tumby Bay. Settles down through the player in Kieran Fair. Fair gets the ball in the middle. It's a good mark there by Mitch Laurie. He has been doing this for many years, this fella. He's a great footballer. Absolutely hard as it plays on now. Looking at centre half forward. Oh, nobody can take the mark. Comes down. Good dodge there. Puts the ball in the middle. Tumby Bay first of the ball. Again, Mitch Laurie gets the handball out to McDonald. Umpire's called FAD. He's called Tumby Bay now. Get the ball. They've got a ball chance here through Hartwick to go. He said, you've got to go behind your mark, son.
Free kick to Tumby Bay is going to be taken by Matt Hartwig. Really ordinary punt kick into the forward line, and that misses everybody. And United Yeelanna first onto it, and now it's going to be Isaiah Wilkes coming away with it. He's on the left back flank, and now he finds on that centre left wing position Dyer, I think it was. Nice kick forward, finding, I was going to say Jack Crittenden, but I don't think it...
Daniel Havelberg showing his strength down there, and the forward line's Yeelanna snaps on goal, but he's offline. And that'll be last touch free kick to Tumby, and if he's quick enough, he's got 3. left half back, but unfortunately the ball's gone down to the BMX track.
Steve, when are they going to bring that rule into the AFL?
I do love how close the cars do park to the fence right around Tumby Bay Oval. All the cars can get right there.
That's what we do here in the country, mate.
If you do get run out of the ground, then chances are it's going to be fairly heavy contact when you do eventually beat the fence. Ball comes to a contest. There's everyone in the contest pretty much. Ball batted forward by Tumby Bay, doing well. Handball off now, and Jacob Cave can almost take a bounce. In fact, he'll drive hard and low,
kick.
and that's a great kick. And finding an opportunity here, and Cave will follow up after the mark was taken by Tom Kelly. Cave sends it forward, but United Yeelanna in there first, looking for a disposal, almost taken without it. And now the ball comes back. Is that high contact? Umpire says no, and he says it's incorrect disposal, and Tumby Bay will get the free. And who's going to end up with the ball? And it's probably not going to be a shot for goal. In fact, it's handball off, and now Mitch Laurie is going to wind up and send one deep into that right full forward pocket. No mark taken. Well spoilt from behind there, United Yeelanna. Tumby Bay can't get to the crumb. In fact, it gets dragged into the contest. And the umpire, rather than say dragging it in for a free kick, he'll say mine and ball it up in that right full forward pocket.
That's what Michael Blewett called the one before, dragged him. It actually got kicked into him.
And now nobody wins the tap down because everybody tried to overrun the ball. Shoots out to the side. United Yeelanna first with it, but Tumby Bay marking. And now the contest forward. It's a 2-on-1, but Tumby Bay end up having to spoil because United Yeelanna got front spot beautifully. Ball taken Ben Carr. He decides to send the handball away. Matt McLaughlin needing an opportunity. He got absolutely poleaxed after the kick.
FAD.
And we're going to see, no, in fact, we're going to stop play now. And the umpire
now, again, bad umpiring by Shannon. He should have given them the opportunity to play on. It should have been advantage paid. He should have done that. That's terrible umpiring in that situation. He should have called play on and given them the advantage.
Aaron Watson with the football, and he goes short, finding it's going to be Liam Gerber with the ball. You're not getting any of those lollies this afternoon, Beebs, I don't think. Looks as though United Yeelanna went off the ball. Yeah, Mitch Laurie's going to have a fight picked with him, and now it goes to a 2-on-1 contest. Tumby Bay can't take the mark, goes over the back, and now Tumby Bay back with the football. Almost taken football now, and now Tumby Bay can get forward. Handball only gets as far as Liam Gerber. Tries to get onto his
strong
leg.
word by Kieran Fair again. He's a hard-out player. Unfortunately, the kick goes out in the pool.
Liam Gerber.
He had a very good Mortlock too, I reckon, that lad.
Pretty good Mortlock. That suits his style of game, and Great Flinders footy suits him. He's got comes from New South Wales, where it's predominantly rugby, of course. But
he played rugby on Saturdays and AFL on Sundays, didn't he?
Yep, those both codes.
Yeah.
McDonald, there was a really good spoil there out of bounds. So, look, I really feel like Yeelanna are really being hard-pressed here by the Tumby Bay side. So McDonald punches it forward, picked up by Tumby Bay. Good tackle, a lovely tackle by Bryce Breed on the Tumby Bay player there I'm not sure who that was. But anyway, that was... Number 19 was Oz Richardson. Ball comes down, heads towards the boundary line, and Richardson doesn't really try to pick it up. He says, I'd rather this ball go out of bounds. So it's...
It was 40 years ago too when we joined Great Flinders. We were still wearing the old double blue Guernsey, weren't we?
That's right.
Yeah, Sturt.
Yep.
To be honest, I don't mind the current Guernsey. You'd never change it because we've won 4 premierships in it. But
in this one, the current one.
The old Sturt Guernsey was a favourite of mine. And used to be, of course, back probably when you started playing still ago, they had the lace-ups.
Yeah.
And they were...
I remember the red and white Guernsey we used to.
Red and white Guernsey when we were in Eastern
Air.
Going short out wide to Wilkes. Isaiah Wilkes, he takes the mark. Right half forward flank, still a long way from the goal. Booms it in long. Up they go. Big spoil at the back, and the ball goes over the back, and it will trickle through for a behind to the Yeelanna side, and they go to 1-3-9, trailing the Tumby Bay Blues 2-3-15 on the Curtis of Sales and Service scoreboard.
You can hear the wind in our microphones here at Tumby Bay, all behind United Yeelanna at the moment, and the ball sits up in the breeze. Great mark. It's a flyer taken by Matt Hartwig. That's got to be the best mark we've seen all day, about 60 metres from that United Yeelanna attacking goal. And he decides to come down the left wing now, and it's nicely taken over there by Jagger Cross, and he's going to wait for some options. Looking for some options now, and he decides to go short, and almost taken there on the short pass was Matt Dyer, but Win Nankivell gets there first, and now he bombs away to that right wing. Well taken there by Reece Gary. Gary looks up, doesn't see too many options in front of him, so he's going to go short and off to the right and misses everybody. Almost a falcon there, almost into the head, and it's called play on. Tumby Bay get the ball out, but now they get it straight back, United Yeelanna, because it was a vacant hand pass, and now it beats everybody straight back into the centre. Jacob Cave with it for Tumby, and he'll come away to that right-hand side. Josh Cave deciding to settle down, tries to go short. That's a great spoil from United Yeelanna in Wilkes coming back, and almost incorrect disposal. Umpire calls play on because United Yeelanna's with it, and they're going to flood forward now. And that's a nice little take of a mark there.
Great
Isaac
intercept,
LeBrun,
Mark.
he did very well to turn and pivot and get into beautiful position. And LeBrun goes just into the centre square, bombs away, and that's a great mark taken over the top. Tom Kelly decides to play on quickly, and right foot bomb straight into the forward line. Umpire will call high contact, as a matter of fact, or chopping at the arm. High contact could even pay the mark. Either way, there's going to be a stoppage, and there's going to be a shot for goal coming from Nigel James, and he's going to be lining up.
James, he's been a magnificent player for Tumby over many years, but when it's a case of him having a shot for goal, you probably put both hands
Close your
over
eyes.
your eyes and just hope for the best.
He'll kick it now, Steve.
He always kicks it high. Goalie.
This occasion, he's seen a better option in the forward pocket.
That is a sensational mark taken in that left fullback pocket by United Yeelanna. They decide to come away on that left halfback flank, and now they can't mark it. He's got to have gone 15. Umpire says play on, and if he took another step, he was probably going to get done for it. That's a great torp. Really using the wind there, but it's a great, in fact, no.
Cleaning up every time.
He's played well this quarter, hasn't he?
Good player. Harrison Degner flies, but can't hold.
I reckon that game at Mortlake would have given McDonald a lot of confidence.
Yeah. A good emerging player for both McDonald's.
Straight in front of us. Even I knew that was in the back, and I'm used to seeing tackles straight into the back. Great kick forward by Braden Martin. Can't quite get to the contest first there in the number 16 and Luke Howie, and the last touch will go to Tumby Bay, and they're just a little bit restless there. And in fact, we're going to be coming back again. I don't know what the issue is, and it's going to be a 25-metre penalty. I'm not sure what Luke Howie did, but obviously he did something wrong. So Tumby Bay will line up. They'll send it straight back into the forward slot, and that's a great spoil from behind there. United Yeelanna first to crumb, and the umpire says high tackle, and we're going to see a free kick to United Yeelanna eventually. And they're a little bit slow to get up. I think they're just being out enthused at the moment. Matt McLaughlin with the free kick right in front of our commentary position here at Tumby Bay. He loads up to go inside forward 50, and Charlie McDonald can't take the mark. It's bumped away, punched out to the side. Now Tumby Bay first to the crumb, looking for an option, finding now Thomas Allen, and Thomas Allen looks to try and get onto his right boot and does. It's a fair kick, and that's a great mark taken in front by Tom Kelly, and that is half time.
Tumby hold a 6-point advantage, and Coach Curtis will be very happy with the Chargers.
That's the best quarter I've seen them play this year, the games I've seen.
Sure, Yeelanna have got some good players out, but you can't fault Tumby's endeavour, and to hold Yeelanna goalless with the win that quarter is a fine effort.
Excellent effort.
And thank you, gentlemen, for your time.
Right,
you can go and
let me grab that.
You can go and warm up now.
There you go. There we go. Thanks very much.
Very good.
If you lift your jacket up there.
Pop it down.
Yeah, I don't want to go too
Hang on, I'll stand up.
There you go. You got it? That's it. Thanks very much.
Oh yeah, come on.
That's it. Good work. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Fantastic.
They're
Tom,
good,
let me grab that for you.
Pretty good, weren't they, Roy?
Yeah, and you got to remember that I only edited out the good bits, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks to our number one ticket holder, McDonald's Port Lincoln, the home of footy. You're listening to live coverage on 5CC 93.9 FM and AM 765.
5CC Sideline View, brought to you by our number one ticket holder, McDonald's Port Lincoln, the home of footy.
Taxi. Des's Lincoln Taxis will get you to your destination. They're your designated driver, and you'll never forget the phone number. 13 Des's. That's 133377. Thinking taxi? Think 13 Des's and download the Des's app today.
Go to 5CC.com, click on the Fast Finder link, and find where you need to go.
Sounds like they're having fun, and you can too. The Elliston Hotel is looking for an experienced bar manager with an RSA and gaming licence to join the team and grow with the business. It's a great social scene with a relaxed atmosphere. So if you're looking to be part of a great team managing a great country pub, then the Elliston Hotel is looking for you. For a full job description or to submit your CV, Contact Michael at the Elliston Hotel today.
Long time since I've seen a scoreboard with United Yeelanna 1-3 at half time. We need to get into the second half of this game between United Yeelanna and Tumby Bay.
And Tumby Bay will be kicking off just quietly. Okay, maybe they won't be kicking off, but they are taking up their positions now. United Yeelanna, probably the first ones into position, so the energy levels are getting right up there, and we're going to see exactly what we can find out with any of those changes. In fact, no changes, so we're going to see Tumby Bay, because I'm just looking at a couple of players. Scott Edmonds, I thought, was up in the fullback position for Tumby Bay earlier, but now he seems to be in full forward, unless I'm missing something.
No, that's fullback. Tumby Bay kicking the other way, so that's right.
No, so Scott Edmonds has gone to fullback. Yeah, okay, that's what was doing my head in at the moment. But umpire does ball it up. We're underway in the second half, third quarter, and the ball tapped down, won by Tumby Bay, and umpire says prior disposal, and all of a sudden United Yeelanna very keen to try and get the ball back, and they do now. Braden Martin with the free kick. He's going to load up onto his left boot, sends it inside forward 50. Can't mark there in that left half forward pocket, I should say. I'll get that right eventually. Still getting used to the idea of a half or full forward as opposed to half or full back, and no prior opportunity there, and the umpire will ball it up. Stop laughing at me. You're trying to put me off.
It's the left forward pocket.
Left forward pocket. Okay, we'll go with that. Umpire now balls it up. Tap down. In fact, it's marked, taken on the catch, I should say, not marked by Tumby Bay, and the ball comes away. Clearing kick there from Nigel James, and that ball is taken over the boundary line. United Yeelanna making a good tackle, and no opportunity for Matt Hartwig to dispose of the football. We've had a minute of play in this third term, and no change to the Curtis of Sales and Service scoreboard as Tumby 2-3-15 over United Yeelanna 1-3-9. United Yeelanna first to the crumb. Surely some high contact there, but the umpire says no, I'll ball it up. And a little bit of rough up work done by Nigel James there to the man on the ground in Braden Martin. He doesn't bite. Probably not a bad idea, because Nigel James, you wouldn't want to run into him at any stage of your life, because there's a fair bit of damage will be done there. Could have been high contact paid to United Yeelanna. No call from the umpire, and now he'll say my ball, and he'll ball it up just about in front of our commentary position here as Tumby Bay look for exactly where the umpire is coming from. Ball now goes airbound, and James wins the tap down for Tumby Bay, and straight away United Yeelanna all onto it. Can't get the ball, and now he says prior opportunity, and he said not enough of an effort to try and clear the ball, and I think that's fair enough, because he was holding the ball into position, and well, he's holding the ball on the ground, Beeves, and all he has to do is just take his hand off it and punch it away, and it's all good. Braden Martin onto his left boot. He goes into that left forward pocket, and that's taken nicely there by Jacob Cave, who has an opportunity to bring it out of his defensive 50.
Played a great game, Cavey.
He bombs away straight back to the right position, and now Tumby Bay pick up the crumb, and they're away with Nankivell, and he bombs forward, and there's no one there, so it's just going to be a foot race really, and that's won first beautifully there by the number 18 in Isaac Hancock. The crowd here wanting a free kick, none paid, and now it's Charlie McDonald onto the right boot, looking forward. It beats, that's Ricky Skinner, who had it on the shoulder, and now they get it away on that halfback position. United Yeelanna, and Liam Gerber decides to come away to that right flank, and now Tumby Bay all over it. United Yeelanna can't get any rhythm whatsoever, and they're doing very well, but Matt Dyer with the football, and onto the right boot is Matt McLaughlin, and that ball goes over the boundary line, and it will be, in fact, it looks as though it's going to be a throw.
Smothered off the boot.
Smothered off the boot, Beebs.
Okay, the umpire tosses it in. The ruck the ball comes to ground. There is this Tumby Bay side is not releasing any pressure, although really now Tumby Bay get the ball again. He gets onto his left foot, low into the forward line, but a good mark there by the United Yeelanna player. I'm not sure who that is from here. He will go short. Takes the mark. That's a really good mark by, I think that's Matt Dyer now. He's slows the game down, trying to get a little bit of composure in this. The umpire calls play on. He goes short again out wide, but in front looks like Kelly, I think. Yep. Kelly now plays on. Bombs it back in high into the full forward. Up they go. At the back. Oh, he's fumbled. Picks the ball up, and that'll be an easy goal there to Matt Hartwig, and that's one Tumby Bay. They really need. They have again pressured, and they, on the Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard, it's now Tumby Bay 3-3-21, and Yeelanna still 1-3-9. That was a very good goal by Tumby Bay. They have come out hard. I said they really had to come out hard in this quarter, and they have done. The coaches here on the sidelines from Tumby Bay really yelling and urging their boys on. So it's back in the middle now, and it looks like Nigel James will take the ruck against Zach.
All things being equal, that's probably our main contender for the EP Surf goal of the day. Make it your goal to look great with EP Surf, because he had to come across the body, really.
Yeah.
Most challenging goal.
You wouldn't have even missed that one. Anyway.
Oh, don't give me too much credit.
I'm not. The umpire blows up. James gets the ball forward. Again, Mitch Laurie knocks it forward again. He's tackled without a footy, but Yeelanna take the ball, goes quickly, just belts it forward. Cave in front, meets it hard. Good handball onto Jager Cross. Jager Cross now gets on his left foot. Another mongrel, horrible kick. Can't get down to it. The ball socket forward. That looks like Adam Manane there. He's beaten for the ball. Now Yeelanna pick up the ball, turns round on his right foot, and that's number 13 in McLaughlin. He goes forward, and it's a good mark by Glover. Glover gets looking forward. Oh! Takes him out with a big right house. Right, that was a
He's
big...
not moving.
He's absolutely poleaxed there, and the big fella has gone away from this situation very quickly, because I don't think he's too well.
No, they're going to stop, and you can see that the arm is sort of up.
Yeah.
So
I think his leg. That's his leg, mate.
Well, it might even be the leg.
A legitimate spoil. It's just copped him high.
Oh, you're still wearing it, Steve.
There's your stoppage in play, Roy.
Yep, that was perfect, actually. Thank you very much, Nigel.
They do happen, accidents like this sometimes. He went for the spoil, and he's moved now. He's got him up. They've got him up now, so they'll bring him from the ground. So
it's like Jamie Kidney, back on his feet.
yeah, these tough footballers, these country footballers, mate. Wouldn't be surprised if he comes back. But is it Jamie Kidney? I think it's Jamie Kidney.
He's not looking too well.
Concussion protocols, I very much doubt that he would be allowed back on.
But Yeelanna, courtesy of a 15-metre penalty because of the head-eye contact, will have a chance to score their second goal.
I think we've got the United Yeelanna. Has he got a 25-metre? No, he's just... Who's this lining up? I can't see from here.
I don't. But it's wrong anyway if you're looking for Yeelanna players. All the numbers are incorrect. That's a great kick into the breeze. Yeelanna will get the answering goal early in the third quarter.
And that was a good goal from, is it Zach Glover?
I think it was Zach Glover, yeah.
He's coming.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him as well, Beebs.
But that's a good goal there, so we need his number. But that was a much needed goal to the... It was?
Yes.
He's a big lump of man, isn't he?
Oh, Havelberg.
Nigel.
Jamesy. So it was Havelberg. He played for Centrals. Kicked 13 goals one game.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And 2018 grand final, where we got soundly beaten by Yeelanna. He kicked 7, I think.
Yeah, right.
So pretty handy pickup for the Eagles.
Finally for them early in this quarter now, and it looks like Aaron Watson. Watson goes out to centre wing looking for and finding his teammate there in, was it Luke Howie, I think? Anyway, he goes out for it, goes over, he's kicked looking for Wilkes, goes over the top of him. Tumby Bay first to the footy. He's tackled, the ball's ripped into that pack, and right on the 50-metre line on half-forward flank for the United Yeelanna side, the umpire will have a ball up.
Umpire now waiting, and throws the ball skywards. Tap down is missed by everyone, and it's socket off the ground there by Tumby Bay. First to the contest is United Yeelanna, but players going almost head first. No call from the umpire, and now he'll ball it up once again, only about 15 or 20 metres forward of the position of the last ball up. Taken by Tumby Bay with the catch, and now the ball sent forward off the boot. United Yeelanna first there. They're all around that ball at the moment, providing good protection. And Dyer can't quite get the spoil, because that is a great mark taken by Nankerville. Dyer trying to get there to, in fact, it was Liam Gerber, I should say, trying to put the spoil on unsuccessfully. Kick out to that left wing, and United Yeelanna almost going to get there first, and they do with Aaron Watson, and he does well to get the ball. Could have been a throw. No, it's called play on. Isaiah Wilkes onto his left boot. That's a bit of an up and under, and that is almost a great mark being taken by Daniel Havelberg. He's been pretty quiet today, Havelberg. They haven't been able to get him into the game, and now ball shoots here, there, and everywhere. Comes out for Bryce Breed. Decides to...
Nigel James drops what he probably should have taken and normally would take.
That's a chest mark.
Braden Calderwood seemed to have received a high one there, but he's not rewarded with a free kick, and there's going to be a bounce up by the controlling umpire. James takes the ball out of the ruck, handballs off to Calderwood, and he finds Will Nankerville again. So Tumby playing quite well at the stage, using the ball quite well in these windy conditions. But on that occasion he hasn't found his target. Ball in dispute. Tumby not quite sticking their tackles. Good play here from Wade Gary, who's doing quite well on Havelberg. That's a long clearing kick into the Tumby Bay half forward line. Good pressure there by Brody Higgins. Trying to keep the ball Tumby's forward line. It's going to be cleared by the Eagles on that outer wing. Comes back in board. He's overcooked that kick. But Aaron Watson, who's had a fantastic game, he's got another possession. He's found teammate out wide. Tumby trying to block the avenue to goal. And doing it quite well, but Braden Martin, beautiful kick forward. Havelberg gets his opponent out the road, but he's gang tackled by Josh Cave, Wade Gary. Good pressure from the Tumby defenders. Jack McDonald gets a hit out. Ball's in dispute. Might have a secondary, no, the ball's been cleared. Strong play there by Kieran Fair at the bottom of the pack again. Jack McDonald having it all his way in the ruck. Braden Martin getting plenty of the footy, drives it forward. And there's going to be a free here. Tumby's way, paid advantage. And Scotty Evans is dashing away down that outer wing. He's overrun the footy, but he's got good support there from Oz Richardson. Provides the shepherd. And Scotty Evans, it might be out of bounds. Did a player get a touch to it? They didn't, and it's a resulting free to Yeelanna. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Boundary umpire's not certain, and it's going to be a throw-in. So after all that, Tumby keep the ball in their forward lines. Hartwig out of the ruck, dishes off to Charlie Richardson, fires to the goal on that left. Unfortunately, Osty Montfries is outbodied there by his opponent. And Yeelanna through Ben Carr get the clearing kick. Good pressure again from Tumby. Ball in dispute. Mitch Laurie over the ball. Matty Hartwig again. Gets a handball out. But good play from Yeelanna. So the game is being played predominantly in between both teams' half forward line, and still no real clear advantage to either team here early in the third quarter. Scotty Evans though, he's played a good game and he mops up again for the Blues. That kick is unfortunately sailing out on the full, but it gives Tumby's defenders time to reset.
This game is still anybody's game with only one goal, still the difference. These sides have been close all day. Short pass now, terrible kick. Oh, the Tumby Bay player drops the mark, gets the handball out quickly.
Reece Gary gets the ball to the wing. Harrison Degner couldn't quite complete the mark. But here's a chance for Tumby to go forward through Harrison Degner again. And that was close to a free kick. Brody Higgins running onto the ball. Can he pick up? If he does, he's got a goal. Socked. Good defence by Yeelanna. I think that might have been touched off the boot. But a point nevertheless, and Tumby got a 7-point lead. And with me today I've got Rex Whittaker. Rexy, today we're watching Yeelanna and Tumby 40 years ago, when Tumby first entered the Great Flinders Footy League from Port Lincoln. Their opponent, the first ever opponent, was Yeelanna. Game played out at Karku, and you played in that game. Any recollections of that match?
Well, I've got some recollections from ex-teammates today, but I do recollect that it was quite a change, which the other fellas would have said, between the bowling green top of Centenary Oval and to the Carcoo cow paddock.
Cow paddock, she was a bit ordinary. There's a lot of sand on the oval and very uneven surface, but Tumby had a win, and it was a hard-fought win. Probably we went out there expecting to win and win easily, but it was a bit of a struggle. So you're probably struggling to remember the game in its entirety, but you're only fairly young then, probably 17-year-old back in 81 or 18?
Just 18.
Just 18.
Around about 35, 40 metres away from that Northern United Yeelanna goal. United Yeelanna probably needs something soon, because at the moment Tumby Bay being able to dominate with that free-flowing game. Nobody wins the tap down. Tumby Bay can't dispose of the ball. It was an air swing, possibly shoved off, but it was a shoulder according to the umpire. And now that ball looks to have gone out on the full. Either way, it's going to be last touch.
Exactly. And
the free kick will go to United Yeelanna. Whether it was full or not is relevant. Looking for the kick is Braden Martin. He must be up to disposal number 300 or something like that. He bombs away on the left boot. That is a big kick into the centre. And that is, he dropped it. Could have been a great mark, but now United Yeelanna try and get the ball back. Tumby Bay lock it up very quick, and now the umpire says mine. He'll ball it up about 20 metres away from that Northern goal.
He's had a dirty old day, and the Hamilberg has not been able to take a trick there today, and I thought he had that one, but spilled out at the last minute. The ball goes up. No one can take any rup tap. Well, there's stacks on the mill. There is just players tackling hard, as Tumby Bay have done all day. They know they need to keep the Yeelanna side out off the scoreboard at this particular time and make sure they can maintain their lead. The ball goes up. Tumby Bay come from the back. It's pulled, it's touched off the boot. In front, Braden, he gets a bad bounce. Picked up by Harry Degner, but he's set upon by Wilkes in a very strong tackle. And the umpire says, got no prior opportunity. I will ball it up here on the half-forward flank, right on the 50-metre mark for the United Yeelanna side. Ball comes up now. No one wins the tap again. The stacks on the mill again. The umpire's giving it time to come out, but it's just not going anywhere. The pressure out there. If you want to get a kick, you've got to really earn it. There's no easy kicks out here at the moment in this game. Up they go again. Big McDonald gets the ball out. The umpire says, holding the ball. You took it out, and he says, there's a bit of a how to do going on here, but looks like now this is Braden. We've called him a few times today.
Oh, yeah.
Gets the ball out wide, looking for Howie. Takes the mark, plays on quickly, has a shot. No, terrible miss there. And I think it was Luke Howie. Yes, I think, no, it wasn't. Anyway, yes, it was Luke Howie, but bad luck for him on that one. And that's another point on the board for the Yeelanna side. They move to 2-4, getting the status quo back again at 1 goal of difference.
Bombing away into the centre square. No one winning the tap down. Tumby Bay first to the crumb. United Yeelanna taking it off them. And now Tumby Bay back with the football. United Yeelanna taking the intercept. And now sending back in is Matthew Nichols. Nice mark taken at that right half forward flank, and now bombed away into the centre. Havelberg can't take the mark. It was big spoil from behind. Brody Higgins there, socket off the ground by Tumby. United Yeelanna first down there, and it's Howie, and there's a man holding the man, and it's a free kick being paid to United Yeelanna. So this is a great opportunity, and it looks as though Howie will get the free, and he's going to line up a shot.
Only 25 out.
Yeah, only 25 out. If he kicks it, we're all tied up. So Luke Howie, he moves in, and off the side of the boot, and it's sprayed away to the right, and it will go through for a behind. So Luke Howie unable to level the scores, and it's Tumby Bay on the Curtis' Sales and Service scoreboard. Tumby Bay, Cummins and Woodner. Tumby Bay 3-4-22. United Yeelanna 2-5-17. Tumby Bay looking to bring the ball back in from their goal square. And now they're going to bomb away off to the left-hand side of the centre square. Not exactly going out to the left. And now Tumby Bay back with it. Intercepted nicely by Matt Dyer. Looking for some options. Off the right boot. And that's a nice mark taken. I'm not quite sure who that is. I'm going to go with Matt McLaughlin as he winds up and sends it inside the forward 50. Looking to mark from behind. No mark made. Braden Martin again on the ball. Tapped up forward by United Yeelanna. Getting onto the right boot there is Toby Lynch. Lynch can't get it all the way through. And now all of a sudden coming out there, and the umpire will call play on, and we've got a goal to Leonard Laurie. And United Yeelanna, they have taken a long time to get on top in this game, and now they have, with the goal to Leonard Laurie. And on the Curtis of Salzen service scoreboard, that could be the EP Surf goal of the day. Make it your goal to look great with EP Surf, simply because of the impact on the game. It's now United Yeelanna 3-5-23, leading Tumby Bay 3-4-22. Thanks to McDonald's, our number one ticket holder. Macca's Port Lincoln is the home of footy.
Yeah, look, we said this as we're going through that Tumby've had all the footy, but they haven't put it on the board. Now, all of a sudden, Yeelanna back in the game. They're starting to just assert their authority here a little bit, and the umpire now will ball it up with James, taking on Glover in the ruck. A beautiful tap there by James. Comes to, great tackle there on Manane. And the umpire says, I will ball it up again. Strong tackle, Tumby Bay. They need to get the ball away from these centre bouncers. They've got a ruck ascendancy with James getting the taps. He taps it again. Goes forward, though. Picked up easily there by Aaron Watson. He takes his time. Looks at, it's a terrible kick in the end. And easily intercepted by Josh Cave, I think that is, there for Tumby Bay. Not sure where to go. Tumby Bay really not sure what to do with the footy here. That's a horrible kick. Straight down, and Glover, straight down to Zach Glover. He gets onto his left foot, goes short, looking for Laurie, intercepts beautifully. It's first to recover again, gets the ball, breaks the tackle, gets the handball out quickly. Out wide, James, he takes the ball, has a bit of a look, bombs it out wide, but that'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a free kick to number 8, Ben Carr of Yeelanna. That's had plenty of time there, big Nigel James, but he didn't use it well at all. Now Ben Carr not sure where to go. There's players running everywhere. Now just goes short forward. Umpire says play on. Did not have any chance at all. That should have definitely been a free kick there to Aaron Watson. The Tumby Bay player had no eyes for the footy. Should have been a free kick. The ball hits the ground now. Half forward flank there picked up by Tumby by Monfries. Gets his boot to it. But this will go out of bounds, and it'll be the last touch, and it'll be Matt Dyer to bring the ball back in for United Yeelanna with the score here at a really, really close game at Tumby Bay Oval with United Yeelanna 3-5-23 leading the Tumby Bay Blues 3-4-22. Now Matt Dyer looking where to go. The Tumby Bay, they really want to get a score out of here. He brings the ball in out to the half-back flank. That Glover goes up. Kelly can't mark it. He's pulled away out of the contest. A good handball out there to number 11, which there now it's young Wilkes. Wilkes gets on his left foot. He's got the run here. It's Bryce Breed. He picks the ball, takes it clean. He gets onto his left foot. That's against that breeze. Can he get there? No, they can't quite get there. Howie, sock it off the ground.
Kicking in danger, paid.
You are joking me, umpire. His hands were nowhere near. Plays on quickly to Bryce Breed with the handball. He picks it up to centre half forward. No, he can't take the mark there. That was Havelberg. Now umpire says, hang on, what's going on? He's played a free kick now to Tumby Bay. And this looks like it'll go to Matt Hartwig, I think. He comes out of the back line, all Calderwood looking out here for Harry Degner. He can get one hand to it. Ball comes quickly down to Nankiville. Nankiville gets a handball to Laurie, but he misses his target. United Yeelanna get, good flick out there. Now comes, just missed him. Now the player in there for Yeelanna gets the ball out. Bryce Breed has the ball smothered, good smother, but recovers, gets the ball on, a wobbly old kick forward. Tumby Bay can't take the mark, but get the handball out quickly. He's tackled hard, brought to the ground. And the umpire says, no prior opportunity. I'll have a bounce just out in front of the United Yeelanna goal square.
Wow, there were a few free kicks that could have been paid and a couple that probably shouldn't. Umpire balls it up. Tap down, absolutely missed by everyone. Tumby Bay first to the crumb with Kieran Fair. That ball's going nowhere, and the umpire says mine. And Tumby Bay still want to run forward with Jacob Cave, but now the ball's taken off him. Tap down one beautifully by Tumby Bay. They take the ball high, and now onto the right boot come Tumby Bay, and just beating over the top there was Toby Lynch. He could have almost got there first, and Tumby Bay can't control the ball as they bat it across the boundary line for a throw. throw-in. There could have been a couple of opportunities there for Tumby Bay if they managed to control that ball. So United Yeelanna probably counting their blessings as the boundary umpire throws in. Everybody misses it. It comes away for Adam Manane, and Manane has a man free in Wilkes, and everybody overruns it. Wilkes tries to get first back to the ball, and Tumby Bay there as well, and it stacks on the middle. Umpire says mine. He'll ball it up 45, in fact probably closer to 40 metres away from that northern goal here at Tumby Oval. Thanks again to Smith Transport Tumby Bay for all your freight needs, for providing us with our commentary position this afternoon as the ball is crumbed on the ground. Desperation, everybody trying to get a hold of it, and the umpire says mine, and he'll ball it up 45 metres away from that northern goal here at Tumby Bay Oval. Today's broadcast brought to you by our number one ticket holder, McDonald's Port Lincoln, the home of footy. Tap down one by United Yeelanna, and there's a free for pushing the back going to United Yeelanna.
I think he's calling front on contact.
Front on contact now.
Yeah, well, in the ruck, but it was a silly. Again, I can't believe he's called that. But anyway.
Free kick taken quickly by Bryce Breed, and he gets it away, and that's a nice mark taken out in that right pocket by Luke Howie. And Howie looks as though he's going to line one up. This is going to be a really awkward kick because the breeze is coming right across from right to left. He's kicking on the right-hand side, so if he can find this goal, he's going to be an absolute legend forever and ever, and it's away to the right-hand side for 1 point to United Yeelanna. They move to 3-6-24, leading Tumby Bay 3-4-22 on the Curtis's scoreboard, thanks to Curtis's Sales and Service, Tumby Bay, Cummins and Woodner. Tumby Bay playing on quickly, Beebs.
Okay, they bring the ball in, a big punch down there by Zach Glover. The ball comes to ground. It looks like that was Manane there, got the ball quickly on. Can't take the mark, the United player. The stacks on the middle, and the umpire says, I'll have it here. No, it was Aaron Watson, not Manane, that brought that ball forward. So the ball on half-forward flank for United Yeelanna. The ball goes up as the ruck comes down, takes it out of the air. The big James. The soccer off the ground by Tumby Bay. Straight to the United Yeelanna player. Up they go. A good mark there. And that was a good mark. I think it's by Edmonds, number 17 for Tumby Bay. He slows the game down now. Plays on quickly now after having a bit of a rest, and then looks forward, but terrible kick again. That's a good mark there by the United Atlanta player. Not sure who that player is. But he's going to bring the ball forward for them across to that half-forward, wide out the half-forward flank. Good spoil then by Edmonds. Made up for it, and he spoils the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Right half-forward flank for the Yeelanna. The Yeelanna player was fairly for free. Nothing in that. Good spoil. Play the game, son. Don't worry about the umpires. Anyway, up the ball goes. Yeelanna through Bryce Breed. Can't take it. Wilkes now. Hang on, what's going on here?
And it looks as though he's going to order the throw again.
Yes, yeah, it was too. So, to my mind, if it's throwing, if it's a bad one, it's the better side that reads the ball. You've got to have someone in that position for if it's a bad throw. But anyway, we do it all again. Nigel James and Glover go. James, beautiful tap down forward to Edmonds. He gets a handball out to nobody in particular. There's the siren to end the third quarter here at the Tumby Bay Oval, and we have an absolute close game. It's not high scoring, but you can't say it's not close. On the Sales and Service scoreboard, it's United Yeelanna 3-6-24, leading Tumby Bay 3-4-22.
It is a very close game. We'll have all the action of the final quarter coming up next here on 5CC 765 AM 93.9 FM. You're listening to the live call of the Great Flinders Football League match of the day, Tumby Bay versus United Yeelanna, thanks to our number one ticket holder, McDonald's Port Lincoln, the home of footy.
You get the opportunity to come back home, which you're probably in limbo as to where your future was going to take you. But you had an opportunity to come back to Tumby. You play a year and for Tumby, and then the next year you're appointed coach of Tumby Bay, 95. So do you want to tell us how that came about? And
the year before, 94, sorry. It was really to come back, and I got made redundant in my work and thought we might get into hotels. So my good friend Steve Milton put me in touch with Joe Cross to see, and Whitey, to see if we could sort of test the waters there a little bit.
Yep.
It ended up being, cut a long story short, we got invited into the partnership, and so came back. I hadn't played footy for a year and a half. I had a pretty serious neck injury, and I lost the feeling down the left side of my arm and body for a while. So I wasn't going to play footy anymore. and thought we'll just get back and have a kick and a catch, and was ready to sort of have another crack. And but being around the mid-30s, lost a bit of spring in the step, and it was really enjoyable.
Of course, as I say, 95, you're appointed coach. Was that something that you were looking to do, or you were approached by the club?
I'd coached down the southeast, mid-southeast, from 14s to 17s to the seniors, and so I didn't mind it, but I just saw there was a fantastic opportunity. Joe Cross had been a bit sort of burnt out, had enough, but we'd collaborated a fair bit in that 94 season, so I sort of knew a fair bit. So it was a combined sort of recruiting sort of effort, and mainly locals to get there, have an aim and have a crack.
Yeah, you definitely had some talent that just probably need to be nurtured a bit more, and give them some sort of direction and a sort of a goal, if you like, and get the most out of them.
Yeah,
they were certainly sleeping giants, and there was 2 or 3 players that spring to mind that they probably had their best ever years in that 95 season, and ultimately that led to a premiership success.
Yeah. Oh, look, and it was everybody did their bit, but there's the old the AFL sort of territory where the defence wins at the end of the day. It might be flash and do all this stuff during the year, but when it gets down and dirty in the finals, it's the defence. And we had no superstars, Nobby, but we had Milky, Jackson, Fizzer.
Yep. Just solid citizens.
Yeah, Grouf, Franks. They were just, and they gelled. We called them the Frugals because they were the least scored against defence in the league. Jacko didn't know what that meant for the first half of the year, but they took great pride in that, and this was a little team within a team. The young fellas that we had were just, Michael Curtis, John, Cody.
Yep. They were the emerging.
They just needed protection, and Tumby didn't used to give a lot of that out, and we just had to get some more tough boys in there that will look after these lads, and modelled ourselves really about no compromise, a bit like Lock and Ramblers. And
yeah, at the end of the day, that's what your aim was, and come away with Tumby's first success since 1968. So a big drought for the club, 27 years, but one hell of a celebration afterwards, and all 4 grades winning premierships. Would have been very satisfying.
Oh, look, on the beer Stubby Coast, when it's got 4 premiership and 4 premiership port, that was you can't get better than that. The whole club with success. We were undefeated except for a draw, I think, and
I think I might have to tend to agree with that. Yeelanna may just. I think the pressure that Tumby Bay have put on have really made it hard for Yeelanna, but they seem to be getting a bit of release. They're getting a bit of fatigue now to Tumby Bay because they've been so hard at it. I just have a feeling though that Yeelanna may be on top.
Yes, we are going to be very, very interested to see exactly what does happen in this final term here at Tumby Bay with our match of the day. Umpires getting themselves ready, and umpires also signalling to each other that it is all good. Umpire raises the ball. We do have a siren, and umpire will, in fact, no, it's going to be a free to United Yeelanna. So not a good start for Tumby Bay at all. Obviously, the 666 didn't work out, so United Yeelanna sending it forward. Wilkes can't get the ball. It's taken on the spoil by Bryce Breed, and it's away now, and they'll come back to the centre, centering it up now with the number 31 for United Yeelanna in Zach Glover. He's going to send it forward and forward and forward, and it's through. Is it?
That is not the ideal start for Tumby.
I think he's given 1 point, has he? We're
sure.
waiting to see exactly what the decision is.
It was a half-hearted. He wasn't
Yeah.
sure. Is it a goal? Is it a point? What's he going to call? Touched.
Oh, touch.
Touched. 1 point on the line. So Tumby Bay get away with one there. United Yeelanna 3-7-25, leading Tumby Bay 3-4-22 on the Curtis of Sales and Service scoreboard.
Yeah, they bring the ball in. That free kick was for an infringement late in that last quarter. It was a free kick that was played there for that. So now Tumby Bay through Laurie brings the ball forward. Up they go. Kelly can't take it. The ball comes around really well read by Harry Degner, but he can't take it cleanly. Back into it again. Degner on it. Kelly's on it. Degner really well done. He caught one as well. The ball going forward now. Little Higgins, he's first in it. He gets bundled off the ball. Oh, well dived on it there by the Tumby Bay player. The ball comes out. No, it's Stacks on the bill. And there it was. Will Nankerville really desperate there. Threw his body over the top of the ball.
Bit of close games are good games. What was the score in 95?
95, now, it's a good question there. I think it was somewhere along the lines of 9-5, something like that, Rex. A lot of points Tumby kicked.
Yeah.
Never looked to be in trouble. Once you got 20-odd points ahead in those conditions, they were never going to come back. You wouldn't have thought lock. But I do remember, as once again, not involved with the club, but certainly in Rex's corner there as a lifetime friend, and watching the intensity that Rex had on the boundary line with probably only 5 minutes left in the game. The game's well and truly won, Tumby 20-odd points up. But Rex, to the end, was demanding of his charges that they just fight it out until the end and don't give Lock any chance to score at all. So
through, I can't see, it's number 30 there, which is Isaac Lebrun. Okay, now Lebrun looking where to go. Few small leads, not much happening. He's going short in the end. Good lead and a good kick there, and he finds Jager Cross. Jager now Cross looking, moving around, plays on, goes up to the half-forward flank. Up they go, one hand. Oh, a little fella there from Tumby Bay grabs the ball, but that was Brody Higgins, wasn't it, I think?
It was Thomas Allen.
Yeelanna can't take the mark here. Gets the ball on his left foot, though, looking for. Can't find a good spoil there by Tumby Bay. The ball's free. Picked up beautifully. On the run. Gets onto his left foot, the Tumby Bay player. Really well done. Good spoil by Yeelanna again. The ball comes down quickly. Gets the handball out, looking for and finding Bryce Breed. Gets the handball back. That'll be Braden Martin. Martin goes forward. Umpire says play on. There's the ball knocked out. He falls over at the critical time. He was into an open goal there as Havelberg couldn't take the mark. He's played holding the ball. Okay, now Cave will bring it out. Looks out wide, out onto centering half-back length. In front, Tumby, but can't get the handball, can't take the mark. Braden gets the... the Glover gets his foot to the ball just. Laurie now picks up the ball, gets the handball out. Umpire says holding the ball. Incorrect disposal. No, they're not going to play that. No way. That will be brought back and from about 55 metres out, the Yeelanna player, I think it'll be Glover.
And poor old Daniel Havelberg still couldn't take the mark even after everyone stopped. That's how bad he's going today, unfortunately.
No, it's not going to be Glover. I'm not sure who it's going to be here. Can't quite see. Is it Braden? Not sure. I can't see. But anyway, the United Yeelanna player. No, he comes around onto his right foot. Puts it to the teeth of the goal. Up they go. Ball comes down and it's rushed through for a point. And so that's now Tumby Bay moved to 3-5-23, trailing United Yeelanna 3-7-25 on the Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard. Woodner, Cummins, and of course Tumby Bay.
Ball brought back in by Tumby Bay. They decide to bomb away to this left wing and no one getting there first, and Tumby Bay winning the spoil, but they send it straight back inside their defensive 50. Could have been pushed in the back. No, it's play on. United Yeelanna with the football on the left boot and can't take the mark. It gets away from Havelberg again. He can't get into the game at all at the moment, and he's pushed off the ball again by Tumby Bay and gets caught up underneath there, and I don't think it's coming out. And the umpire says, no, I'll ball it up. So he's going to take the ball, the umpire, and that looks like it's about 25 metres away from that United Yeelanna goal. Of an Eagles goal here would be very, very interesting. No one wins the tap down. Tumby Bay first to the crumb, and it's tied up immediately. Reece Gary not getting any opportunity there to dispose of it. Now the umpire will try again from almost the same spot. Goes in, waste no time. Ruck contest won by United Yeelanna. They're first to the ball, and they can't get the ball away out of the contest. And once again, it stacks on the mill, and the umpire will ball it up.
With the nature of the game, mate, I think a goal to United Yeelanna would go a long way for them winning the game.
You could almost say it could wrap it up, but there's a long way to go. Tumby Bay wins the tap out, and Havelberg onto his right boot. And now we've got a free kick going to Tumby Bay, so this will give them an opportunity to clear the decks out of their own end. And the free kick looks as though it will go to Jacob Cave. He looks out to his right-hand side, doesn't see anything, so he's going to go long away to that right centre wing. And tap down one by United Yeelanna, but Tumby first on the ball, and the handball coming forward to Nigel James, and he's going to look up and see United Yeelanna player straight on him, and he gets the ball and he gets the kick away, and marking the ball nicely there in front of the contest is Tom Kelly. Kelly's going to look up, he needs someone to provide a lead, and there's a lead, but it's into the man on the mark, and Kelly has a shocker. He gets the football back, looking for a teammate, and he gets the handball away to Oz Richardson, who then bombs away right inside 50. That is a sensational mark.
Yeah, they needed that one.
Yep. Coming in from Tumby Bay, right in the forward contest, and now Austin Monfries. This is a very big kick to get Tumby Bay back.
Yeah, so we got Austin Monfries here. He's lining up for Tumby the chance to put them 2 points ahead. It won't be an easy kick. We're still into a pretty stiff breeze, but he is generally a very accurate kick.
In he comes.
Strikes the ball well.
He likes it.
And he's got it straight down the middle.
And Tumby hit the lead. So
and Tumby Bay get
Aussie
back in
Monfries
here. That is a big kick. 4 goals for 28, leading United Yeelanna 3-8-26 on the Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard. Thanks to Curtis's, Tumby Bay, Cummins and Woodner.
Yeah, he's easily been the best forward on the ground. That's his third for the day, and he's the one guy that, for both sides, that stood up in that forward line today. He's been terrific. If not on the ground and bring the ball to ground, he's certainly been strong in the air as well. So that's a very, very big goal. The ball's back in the middle now, and Nigel James and Zach Glover will go at it again. A very important centre break here. With the lack of goal scoring, there's going to be only a short quarter, mate. It'll only be just a minute or two of time on, so it won't be a long quarter. Up they go. James taps it forward. Well, no one really. Oh, straight through. Well done there, Will Nankerville. Clears and kicks to centre half forward with a big kick. Looking for Kelly. The ball comes down. He can't mark it. United Yeelanna through Toby Lynch, gets onto his left foot, looking out and finding Zach Glover. Zach Glover looking to dish off the handball. He does so. Gets it back again. Glover, nearly brought down. Good chase by Tumby Bay. The ball comes to ground. It's free. Yeelanna, they're picking up the ball. And...
Ooh, look at that.
That is an enormous goal.
Was that Bryce Breed? Yes, it certainly was.
Yes, it
Bryce
was.
Breed showing his absolute class, Bryce Breed. He's done it for many years. He's been in this Yeelanna side, so there's a quick answering goal. Just what Tumby Bay did not want, a quick reply there. But they did it well. It was a good passage of play, probably one of the best passages we've seen from the centre line through, and well done. He hit that ball hard then, Bryce Breed.
He showed some speed too.
He did. Very quick player. So some Breed. Now it's back to a very, very tight game again. Only 4 points in it on the Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard, and the umpire brings the ball back with Glover and Nigel James to go at the ruck again.
Umpire returns the ball. We've had about 10 minutes of this final term, so we're not going to have much time on at all, as Beeb says. Ball thrown up by the umpire, tap down one by Nigel James for Tumby Bay. They get first to the crumb, handball out to the side. That can't go anywhere, Mitch Laurie. Now he gets onto his right boot. It's a bit of a mongrel punt, getting it away. There's no mark in the contest, but Tumby Bay was there first. Yeelanna picking up the crumb. That's a good clearing kick, using all the benefit of that big win behind them in this final term. It comes out again, and I think it's that man once again in Breed. He sends it forward. That is a great mark. There's a bit of a cramp there. I think that's Isaac Hancock who's taken the mark.
It's Luke Howie.
Luke Howie with the mark deep in that left forward pocket. He's going to have to come around and try and swing it back, and he's on the right boots. And the goal umpire gives a behind, so he couldn't swing it back. That would have been big from Luke Howie. On the Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard, it's United Yeelanna 4-9-33 versus Tumby Bay 4-4-28. They're going to run it back in here, I would think, Tumby Bay, because there's not too many options opening for them, and they've got that wind into the face. So they decide to bomb straight down the centre, and it does hold up in the breeze. Possible holding there from United Yeelanna. No, it's called play on. That surely had to be prior opportunity. No, and Jacob Cave takes the ball to ground. He ran straight into the contest, no eyes to try and dispose of it, and I thought, well, he had every opportunity to at least try and prop and stop. Contest won by United Yeelanna. They get it around the corner. Howie can't mark, and now there's a high contact there on Luke Howie, as I think he fell into it, so I think he's going to get the free.
He is.
He will get the free, Luke Howie. And now this could be a really big moment in this game. He's going to be able to hang it out slightly to the left because the wind is going to come across him so he can swing it back. He's not on the preferred side for a right footer, but the breeze will make it the preferred side all of a sudden. Here's Luke Howie. If he can kick this, then you think that United Yeelanna should be able to hold on. And he does exactly that. He does hang it out to the left, and it swings back straight down the middle for Luke Howie. And now Tumby Bay have got a real problem in front of them because United Yeelanna kick clear by more than a goal. United Yeelanna 5-9-39. Tumby Bay 4-4-28 on the Curtis of Sales and Service scoreboard.
Yeah, biggest margin of the day. Look, that's going to be hard for Tumby Bay to come back from that. They really have to get this ball out of the middle. Nigel James is winning most of the rucks, but they have to. Jago across and Laurie, and of course the other bloke in there is Kieran Fair. They need to get the ball out of the middle here to get the ball forward as quickly as they can and get a quick reply, as Yeelanna did to them. So up they go now, and well done Nigel James. Umpire calls play, and he gets the ball out, but brilliantly taken by that was Braden Martin again, but he's wrapped up by Mitch Laurie. The two Warriors in there, they've done really well. The umpire throws it up again. Up they go. James gets a tap forward. United Yeelanna in front, takes the ball there, and that was number 4, which is Rick Skinner. Skinner says he can't, he's not going anywhere, and he threw the ball out, but the umpire says no chance, we'll ball it up. James goes up again against Glover. James wins the tap down again. Cave trying to, the umpire says, what's he going to say? No. He was only making out. He was trying to get rid of that ball then, Keith.
I thought it could have almost been a sling tackle.
Yeah, well, it was one earlier. It wasn't Kieran Fair, that was. Up they go. Glover can't take it. Ball comes down. The United Yeelanna dropped it, then gets the ball onto the boot. No one wants to take the mark. The ball's loose. Yeelanna in front, gets the ball onto his left foot. Really well done there by the Yeelanna player. Now the ball comes out. Laurie has a look, takes his time. Dodges, will that go out of bounds? No, ball bounces good for Gerber. Gerber gets it onto his foot. Dodges, goes long, but it's on the right-hand side of the post, and that was really well played then by Liam Gerber. That's another point to the United Yeelanna side. They move on to 5-goal, 10-40, and with the Tumby Bay Blues 4-4-28.
That could be a big behind because that does put them exactly 2 goals clear. Tumby Bay deciding to bomb away to that right-hand side. In fact, it stays more towards the centre. Could have been a push in the back from James, but it's called play on. James first to the ball, and it does lie there waiting for someone to try and grab it. Umpire says play on because it does pop out to the side. And now exactly what's happening, the umpire says mine, and he'll ball it up on that right wing, that right defensive wing, you'd say, for Tumby Bay. They're going to have to find something very soon, Tumby Bay, because by my count, there's been about 14 minutes played in this term, and as Beeb says, there hasn't been that much scoring, so not much time on. There's no one there for United Yeelanna. Tumby Bay first to the ball in open pasture, so now they can go, and they can go. Dyer running down Nan Cavell, but...
Throw him after, FAD.
And throwing after, so it's going to be a free kick, advance the mark, and now we're going to see Kafuta for one of the first times we call him. In fact, no, sorry, it was Tom Kelly for Tumby Bay. I'm looking at the wrong team list. And now handball away, picked off by United Yeelanna, handball to absolutely no one, and Tumby Bay, and umpire says incorrect disposal, does he? Yes, he does, so Tumby Bay will be able to get that free, and if they can land this, then they will be right in the contest. Tom Kelly, is he going to line up? In fact, he's going to handball away to Mitch Laurie, who is going to bomb away, and it's a big kick.
Oh, big grab.
Matty Hartwood's taken a strong mark in the goal square, and he can go back and keep Tumby in this game. They're currently 2 goals down.
Matt Hartwig, is it? I think it's Matty Hartwig.
Straight kick here, and there's only a kick in it. So Matty Hartwig's had a pretty good day, and very important kick here. Number 22, wearing number 22, Guernsey made famous by Johnny Southern, Senior, and in early days by Michael Curtis.
Now you can say he was never in doubt, but you never know what the conversation
That's his second.
Second goal of the day for Matt Hartwig, and now Tumby Bay have a shot at getting something.
Close game is a good game.
Close game is a good game, Derek.
Wasn't much time left there.
We're probably late into the last term here, but it's definitely time enough for another couple of scores.
I think with the importance in the game, I think that's where you put it in. They constructed it well, went up forward, big mark there by Matty Hartwig, and puts them right back in the game. Only a goal down. This could be a draw, this game.
So if Tumby Bay can come back, we'll give it to Matt Hartwig. But if United Yeelanna hang on, I think Howie has probably a mortgage on it.
Yep.
Umpire ball's up in the middle, waiting for the ball to come down.
On the ball.
And James
he
once
gets
again
the hit out
tap out.
to Tummy's advantage, but it's going to be, no, he can't pick it up.
There we are. A little bit of luck, another little bit of luck, and they'll be away. There we go, that's the bit what they're looking for.
Kicks it in, straight down the
that's not
throat
it.
of Liam Gerber, and Gerber's going to play on. It's a shank of a kick, and getting there first is United Yeelanna, and they're going to try and handball forward, and that's a really neat bit of play from Bryce Green. Gets it back onto the right boot, and Edmonds can't mark.
Oh, no.
Take the mark, and Scotty Edmonds, and there's going to be a free to Yeelanna, unfortunately.
No, it's a free. Ooh. Yep.
He's a fair way out. I'm not sure if it's young Laurie. I'm not sure of his kicking ability, whether he can get the journey, but he does have the advantage of the breeze.
Left to right a bit.
And obviously any score here is going to be of huge importance, because a point will give them a 7-point lead, and that might just be enough.
That's what he wanted.
He's coming back.
He's done better than that.
It is a pearler.
Get straight through the middle.
Laurie. They are all
So
in
a quick
there,
reply to
United
Yeelanna.
They know how big that was. 6-10.
That may have snuffed out any chance that Tumby had with a 2-goal lead, kicking into the breeze and time running out.
That's our EP Surf goal of the day.
Yeah, it was a good kick, and that's his second of the day as well, Laurie. So, look, it's amazing all of a sudden how this game's freed up. We've had more goals in the last 5 minutes than we've had for the entire rest of the quarters. So it's amazing how it happens in footy, that all of a sudden, tired legs, players get a lot freer, and they are able to maybe kick those goals that they weren't getting open looks at all. But the umpire now, James and Glover, back in the middle. They'll go hard at it again. James is working with power in the ruck. James again, beautiful tap down. Tumby Bay player, he can't take the ball. That's number 27 in Fair. He battles hard. Umpires his tackle now. He wanted that ball really badly, Kieran Fair. He really worked hard, just couldn't quite get clear. James and Glover will go at it again. Umpire throws it up. James
again, dominating the rucks. Kick forward by Oz Richardson. Centre forward, and another ball up. Tumby need to score and score quickly.
Toby Lynch the ball. The umpire throws it up again. Up they go. Again, James, he's lifted. He throws the ball out there, gets a kick away, but smothered. Comes to Tumby Bay and Laurie.
Mitchell Laurie's had another good day. Dishes off a handball. Good smother by Tumby player there. And Oz Richardson gains the footy. Drives it forward. Matty Hartwood at the back of the pack. Can he take control? He can't.
The player there couldn't grab the ball. He had about 3 grabs at it. And that, of course, was...
Matty Hartwood gets up gingerly. He seems to be okay. Another ball up. Centre forward for Tumby.
19 minutes gone in the final term, almost to time.
Tom Kelly kissed the ball out. Harry Degner. Handball's off to Will Nankerville. Can't take clean possession, but he's back onto it. Dishes off to Charlie Richardson on his left leg. Nice leg. Ball fisted away by Yeelanna. Matty Hartwood might have been taken high there, and he's got the free kick. So he's got another chance here for Tumby. Kick the last goal. Not an easy kick. He's going to have to allow for the breeze blowing from left to right. He's going to pass off. He's going to hit up James.
Good kick, great kick.
We're right behind him here, so...
Keeper in that left forward pocket. This is going to be a real challenge for him, because there's no way you're kicking it on that angle with the wind coming across the face.
Kick, but Nigel quite often kicks the tough ones.
The around,
swings around on his right with a banana.
He tries to swing it back, and that's going to go through.
Going to miss to the near side. But that's not such a bad thing. Tumby are now...
There, I thought he might have been better off looking for an option somewhere in front. He decided to try and do it
within
all himself.
2 kicks.
Couldn't do it. So Tumby Bay 5-5-35, trailing United Yeelanna 6-10-46 on the Curtis of Sales and Service, Tumby Bay, Cummins and Woodness scoreboard. This broadcast of the Great Flinders Football League brought to you by our number 1 ticket holder, McDonald's Port Lincoln, the home of footy.
Work it down
United
on that outer
Yeelanna
wing.
just slowing it down a little bit now. I think they know that this one is in there for the keeping.
This is what they're so very good at. Taking care of the footy. running down the clock.
Getting there first, and Tumby Bay now, United Yeelanna really slowing it down.
Running the
And
clock down.
denying Tumby the football
playing
when
keep away,
they need
as
it
some
most.
people like to call it.
Keeping's off.
Keeping's off. You can call it that too. And then in no hurry to get underway, the umpire surely should call play on.
Tumby need to win back the football here, and they have, courtesy of a pretty ordinary kick by the Yeelanna defender, Mitch Laurie, for one of his many possessions for the day. Drives it into centre half forward. Tom Kelly gains possession. Handball's off to Matty Hartwig on his left leg. There's a chance for Ossie Monfries to run onto it. Dishes off to Jack McDonald, who kicks high and says to Nigel James, "You mark that," and he can't quite.
Oh, wow. That was a drop mark.
James.
That could have been a perler there for Nigel James, but he couldn't hang on to it.
What he's going to do, he just grab it out the ruck and put it over his shoulder and through the...
Probably try and take possession out of the rucky, I'd imagine, Nigel. No, he palms down to McDonald. Braden Martin forces the ball over the line for a boundary throw-in.
He just watches, and it does go away. Boundary umpire throws it in quickly.
Kelly, down to Hartwig. Touch ball as it goes to the goal square for Tumby. Ostie Monfries dishes off to Jack McDonald, who snaps around his body, and Tumby won't go away. 6-5 to 6-10, so...
But either way, Tumby Bay, they are really in this.
No, you might be right. I think it was Jack.
Sausage roll away from victory, but can they get it back down the forward lines and score quickly before that siren goes?
6-5-41 on the Curtis Sales and Service scoreboard. We're back to a 5-point game. This one will go to the wire, and by my count, we've had 23 minutes. So
3 minutes? Really?
Graham Laurie in the timekeeper's box. And there's still 3 minutes left, so it's not over yet.
Yeah, that would be exciting. It is exciting.
So Nigel James has been the difference here in the last 5 minutes. He's gone into ruck and he's getting his hands on the football on most occasions and given Tumby followers the first look at the footy. Can they clear the ball again from the centre? Throw up.
Goes forward, no wins it.
In ruck again, Nigel.
Nigel James again, you called it well, Steve. He's the man.
Good play here by Yeelanna though, they're going to go forward. But a good smother by Jag across.
Ooh.
But it is on the half-forward flank for Yeelanna, and Bryce Breed, the veteran.
Bryce has done very well.
Drives them in long, and it's going to be Havelberg, the dangerous one down there. He's taken a solid mark there. And
he's broken Tumby hearts there, I think.
It was a good play by Yeelanna. They've been getting smashed around the ball, but they got the clearance then, and the resultant mark by Daniel Havelberg, as he's chewing up some time.
Yeelanna took it forward. Bryce Breed, a great mark, and then a long penetrating kick. One-on-one, Havelberg was too strong in the air. Taking his time. He's being tried to put off by all the Tumby Bay players, but he's a very experienced footballer, this guy, and you would imagine. Comes off the boot and straight through the middle, and that's Havelberg's first goal of the day. And Keith, what a time for him to come good and actually hold one of those marks.
Yeah, that is exactly when you want to be able to hold your nerve. He does that very well, does Daniel Havelberg. And United Yeelanna now, you would think surely they cannot be run down. Yeelanna 7-10-52 leading Tumby Bay 6-5-41 on the Curtis Sales and Service scoreboard. We've had a few contenders for the EP Surf goal of the day in the final term. Make it your goal to look great with EP Surf, but I dare say that will be the important one. And once again, thanks to Smith Transport Tumby Bay for all your freight needs for our broadcast point this afternoon. Umpire balls it up, and tap down will once again be won by Tumby Bay, and it's Gerber first to the ball, and he's going to come away, puts it straight onto the left boot. It is a humdinger of a kick. Hey, Havelberg has 2 in a row, and now you know that things are really going forward for United Yeelanna. And in fact, that was the siren in the background, I think, because the United Yeelanna players are celebrating like that is it. And Havelberg is going to take it back. He's going to line up the shot. No one's shaking hands yet, so I think United Yeelanna...
I didn't hear a siren, but that doesn't mean it's not there.
But United Yeelanna, they're pretty confident that this will seal it if Havelberg can kick it. And if he does, then it really is all over, you've got to think. Havelberg, in he comes, kicking from just outside 40, and it is down through the middle. It was hanging away to the right, but he manages just to squeak it inside that upright, and you got to think that that will be game, set and match now for United Yeelanna. And now they're really starting to go on with it. 8-10-58, rather. 8-10-58. United Yeelanna leading Tumby Bay 6-5-41 on the Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard. And Beeves, what a time for Havelberg to get into the game.
Yeah, look, I just think it's footy's a sport can be a very cruel game. Tumby Bay have been really hard at it all day and really battled. They don't deserve to. Certainly, there's no way this is a 17-point footy match. But that's the nature of sport. But anyway, it comes back into the middle. Umpire Shannon will blow, and again, James will go at it with Glover. James taps it down. Laurie flicks it over the back, picks it up, turns onto his right foot, goes forward, looking for good spoil there from that was Matt Dyer. The ball comes forward. Here goes forward. Yeelanna again. Wiltshire taps it over the back, recovers his own, gets it onto his right foot. The ball goes up. No, Tumby Bay player. Oh yes, he's taken a mark. And that is, I'm not sure.
No, he's going to call for the throw-in. Yeah, the central umpire is calling for the throw-in. Boundary umpire is stranded.
Now, the central umpire, it must have been the goal umpire that gave that decision, because there's no way that the central can make that.
No.
But, that goal umpire, he's about as mobile as a behind post. Okay, off we go. The ball's thrown in, goes forward. Bryce Breed picks it up off the thing. No, and the umpire says, the boundary umpire says, this is out. Oh, that was lucky. That was gone straight to the Luke Howie, I think, for that kick too. So, but the ball now will come back for another throw-in. It must be nearly full time now. How many minutes have we played there, Keith?
Well, we're coming up to about 8 minutes of time on in this.
Pretty well umpired game, I've got to say, from the Lincoln umpires. I don't hear too many complaints from the locals about bad umpiring decisions, and we certainly thank the Lincoln umpires for officiating today. And there's Bryce Breed's going to get what will probably be the last shot on goal for Yeelanna. Kicked a lot of goals in his career, Brycey Breed. Been a good player for the Eagles for a long time. Generally a beautiful kick, and that's no exception. Straight through the middle. So a bit of a flurry of goals here by Yeelanna to end out the game.
Really sad, mate, to see this for Tumby Bay side have battled so hard all day, and now it's 9 goal. Is it 8 or 9 goal 10?
It will be 9 goals 10. United.
And I'd like to thank Derek Rogers today, who has filmed the game in its entirety, and a fair bit of B-grade action as well.
Well, we've got Chris Prime kicking a goal.
We were lucky enough to see Chris Prime. He's still running around kicking goals in the Rezzies for Tumby. I think he kicked 6 today. Passed off a few, unselfish play.
Well, they were the real highlights, I thought. I'll tell you what, he can really lace out a pass.
As Jagged Cross gets Tumby into their forward half, but it's going to be repelled again by Yeelanna. And they'll just soak up the remaining few seconds of this game.
There's the siren, and that is all she wrote here at Tumby Bay Oval. And in the Great Flinders Football League match of the day, United Yeelanna 9 goals 10, 64, defeating Tumby Bay 6 goals 5, 41. And Beeves, a scoreboard that really didn't tell the full story of the game.
No, it certainly didn't, mate. Tumby Bay.
Thanks very much, Rex. Fantastic. Well done. Good job. Good memories.
Thanks, Derek.
Oh, far out.
Bloody cold. We've got to get in those club rooms and have a
Steve,
nice.
Fantastic. Now let me grab those microphones.
Yes. Yep.
Ooh, and then I'm going to have to get a port into me.